Hospice in the Weald, delivering hospice in the home.
Hospice in the Home is a huge initiative for Hospice in the Weald, requiring a major investment of our funds. But we know it will impact significantly on the care experienced by patients, their carers and families.
66% of all people say they would prefer to die at home. However, current trends indicate that only 10% will die in their own home. At Hospice in the Weald, we can change this and make sure that patients live every day in the way and in the place they want to be. Many people wish to die at home so they can remain surrounded by their possessions and memories, with friends and family close by. Hospice in the Home provides a comprehensive service of compassionate, individualised, holistic and supportive care, which enables patients and carers to feel supported at home if this is where they wish to be.
I have hospice care at home because I'm going through cancer for the second time and I'm not coping with it as well as I was the first time. I'm only fairly young, so I don't want to have to rely on hospitals all the time. So this is another reason I find the hospice very helpful. It enables me to get the care and help I need, and then I can still live an independent life without having to rely on the hospitals all the time.
It is essential that all services in end-of-life care work together in a fully integrated way in order to ensure that patients, their carers and families feel totally supported.
One advantage of the Hospice at the Home is that they can help coordinate the services. They can help to go and see the patient quite quickly, quite rapidly, see what the needs are of the patient and liaise with the GPs and with ourselves, and we can work together as a partnership.
The Hospice in the Home team includes doctors, clinical nurse specialists, counsellors, home nursing teams, physiotherapists, specially trained volunteers, an occupational therapist and a chaplain.
When it's difficult to get to your own church, Liza coming here makes a big difference to me. Big difference.
The team is trained and experienced and delivers high quality nursing care and support to patients and their carers in their own homes. This includes knowledge about care in the dying phase, what symptoms may be experienced and how to manage them, as well as having the conversation skills to facilitate conversations about dying and patient preferences at the end of life. Dying can mean different things to different people. Some people may wish to be surrounded by family and friends. Others may prefer peace and quiet. For some, religious rituals are important. There is no right or wrong, just personal choice. A good death may include having a high degree of control, being surrounded by those people who matter, having space and support to enable meaning in death to be found, not dying in pain or without dignity. The team helps patients and their carers to write their thoughts and wishes down in the form of an advanced care plan, which can be communicated to any and all of those organisations involved in the patient's care.
Before the hospice became involved, in fact when Nigel was first diagnosed with the lung cancer, we felt desolate.
Most carers and their families cannot and should not be expected to cope on their own with dying relatives. We ensure the delivery of an expert specialist and seamless service as part of end-of-life care. We are end-of-life care navigators. For and on behalf of those we care for, a seamless service can and does ensure a dignified death.
And are her family with her?
You're going to the surgery tomorrow, you'll be able to collect the prescription then.
Then 100 milligrams of cyclizine should be fine in the driver.
Okay, and what did the GP say?
Has nausea been a problem for her?
The night time. I can talk to the GP about the night time one.
Yes, you've got all these array of medical professionals. You've got the clinical nurse specialist at the hospice, you've got the hospice in the home team, you've got the GPs, you've got the district nurse, and they're incredibly joined up. So you've got the combined effect of all these people knowing exactly what they're doing and delivering this comprehensive service that really does work as a one unit.
Your whole hospice in the home package could not be delivered by any other organisation in the way that it is by the staff from Hospice in the Weald. People can have a good death at home, with family and friends nearby, cared for and free of pain and suffering, with medical, emotional, social, spiritual and practical support available when you need it and how you need it. We don't just care for the patient. Their carers and families are also cared for by us.
The amazing part of this service, from my perspective as a carer, is that Tony's illness, which of course is a huge part of both our lives now, but it's also enabled me to maintain my normal lifestyle as much as possible around Tony. That if he was in a hospital or away from home, a lot of my time would be spent travelling to see him or taking him somewhere, whereas we live our life at home together as normally as we can, given the circumstances.
And I can't thank them enough for what they've done. I can become his wife again, not just his carer, but his wife again. Anybody in my situation likes to sort of live, as normal a life as they possibly can. Through people like the hospice in the home, you realise that perhaps you can live a better life and a more fulfilling life at home longer than perhaps you would be able to without their help.
It costs over £5 million in each and every year to run Hospice in the Weald and all of its services, and over £1 million of that goes to run Hospice in the home, but we know that it's worth investing in.
It's very important to be at home. I've got my husband with me, I've got my daughter with me who lives down the road. We can get hold of the hospice whenever we want to. We've got the GPs, the district nurse comes. That I feel I'm so supported at home, much more than I would be if I was in a hospital.
Hospice in the Home is a local charity funded for the community by the community. We provide a local focus for those who want to see the impact of their donations, and are very glad to be able to say, unlike so many charities, that 90 pence in every pound goes direct to the care of our patients, carers and families.
The specialist advice, nursing care and support provided by the Hospice in the Home team makes a real difference. It gives patients, their families and carers a real choice as to where they wish to be cared for.
Quite a lot of people understand hospice care, but this is a massive change to move from what we do in a building and take it out into people's homes across the whole of the area we cover. I think that the future of hospice care will be transformed, and this is the beginning of that process.
Hospice in the Weald, delivering hospice in the home.